Hey there guys, in this video we are going to be looking at the additional features that you can get when using one of the paid plans of TubeBuddy. So in this lesson we'll look at some of the features that I recommend in TubeBuddy's paid plan. So we won't go over all of the features in depth because there are many features available on the paid plan and that you can go through on the features page, but there are a few paid features that I find very useful, and you can also find them very useful for your SEO performance on YouTube and to drive traffic and improve your videos performances. All right. We'll also look at the different payment plans and then which features are present in each of them. So the TubeBuddy paid features comes with 3 different plans. We've got Pro, Star, and Legend plans. So let me head over to TubeBuddy's website to give you a little bit of a view of it. We'll start off with how much it costs at first. So the Pro plan is the entry-level plan. You're starting at $9 a month. Star costs $19 a month, and Legend costs $49 a month currently while making this video. And you can get a discount on the Pro plan if you have less than 1,000 subscribers. So if you're going to take that, you can click this box and you can see you get 50% off if you have less than 1,000 subscribers and you take the Pro plan. You can also save 20% on all the plans if you want to pay yearly. So one lump sum per year, you can save 20%, and then you can see the prices over there. All right, so first things we can look at is the Pro plan. This gives you access to most productivity and video optimization tools. And what this basically means is you get access to the unlimited suggested tags, Search Explorer, Keyword Explorer, and Instant Suggest, as well as weighted keyword scores. Okay, so in the free TubeBuddy lesson, we went over suggested tags, Search and Keyword Explorer, and the Insta Suggest, and we were slightly limited to the results we got, and all of that is now unlimited with all of these plans. So everything that's available in the Pro plan is available in Star, and then everything in Pro and Star is available in Legend in those plans. So there's that hierarchy that everything will be available in the more expensive plan. So let's go over to YouTube and we can just look at what I mean by what is a weighted keyword score, because in the free version of TubeBuddy, in the free version we went over what suggestion tags are, Search and Keyword Explorer, and Insta Suggest, and this just unlimits that. So let's go over to our channel here, and then let's go and click on the TubeBuddy button here and get the Keyword Explorer out. Now we can just type something in here. So let's go with Lightroom tutorials for beginners 2019. Okay, so we've got the options here for unweighted score, which is what you will get if you're using the free version of TubeBuddy. And then you've got the weighted option here, which is what you unlock now by using one of the paid versions of TubeBuddy. So if we click the weighted score, you'll see that for my specific channel, the score above is specific to your channel based on how many views your videos tend to get and your chances of ranking in these search results, along with standard unweighted factors. All right, so this gives you a good overall score on how your channel might perform in terms of ranking for this particular video, whereas the unweighted score is just based on the videos that in the search results for those particular keywords. So the weighted score can give you a good indication of whether or not your channel size will rank for that particular keyword. And if you get a poor score here, what you can then do is go and try and get a longer tail keyword. So let's go and type in Lightroom tutorials, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So you can see Lightroom tutorials is way too competitive for this channel size. So you can look here at the bottom, they'll show you versus the top ranked videos, and you can see the average view count here. The lowest video count found in the top ranking videos is 40,000, whereas the average views in this channel is 639. So that's not going to be a good keyword to target because we have a low chance of ranking for it. But if we go with Lightroom tutorials for beginners in 2019, you can see that we've got a better overall score because of this weighted score. It gives us a better score than the unweighted one because it takes into account our channel size, and based on the lowest view counts here, we have a good chance that we might be able to pass that and then get towards one of these higher view view counts in terms of these averages. So we could get up to 60,000 views or more, because this is just an average, if we can then rank for some of these keywords. And by ranking for these keywords, we can then also rank for mid-tail keywords like Lightroom tutorials for beginners. You can see that's another one that's a bit too competitive for us to rank for alone. So we'll try and use some longer tail keywords to rank for those. Okay, so that is what you get here. You can also see now, because this is now unlimited, the Keyword Explorer, we're not just seeing 3 results in terms of related and the most used tags. We've got all of the most used tags that are present here, so we can get some good ideas for if we're doing keyword research and we're looking for keywords that are not as competitive with a good search volume for us to try and rank for. You can see over here as well, we've got a variety of different related keywords. If we get rid of that, we can see we've got some more here at the bottom as well. All right, so we can use this keyword tool to get more keyword ideas. All right, so that is the pro features basically. Well, that's what I suggest, or what I find useful in terms of the pro plan. The main benefit that you get for paying the $9 a month or $4.50 a month with the pro plan, you get the unlimited access to these different features, the suggested tag search, keyword explorer, and insta suggest, as well as the weighted keyword score. All right, on the star plan, what you get is bulk features. So you can update, copy, or delete different features in bulk. So your end screens, your cards, and then you can also find, replace, and append. And what that means is you can find text in your titles or in your description. You can find it and then replace it. So if you've got a specific link that you want to change in all of your videos, you can then go and find it using the bulk tools and then replace it with another link that you want to include there instead, or you can delete it. And you can do this also for text. If you have maybe a sentence that you've included somewhere that you want to change, you can then go ahead and find and then delete that in one easy go. What you can also do is replace an entire description or entire descriptions in bulk. So if we go back to our channel here, you'll find the bulk tools right in the top of your channel videos. And then you can see we can update channel cards, the end screens, and metadata, so our titles and descriptions. To change our titles and descriptions, or to find text in our title or description, we can click that, and now we've got this box, and then we can choose here where we want to search for this. So let's say we've got a link that we want to change in our description, say an opt-in to an email list for a fitness bootcamp or something like that. You can just look for that by making sure that the find and replace option is selected. You'll see we've got either you can find text, find and replace it, insert after text. So if you want to just add something to something, or insert before text, remove or delete a specific text. So if you have a link that's no longer useful, you can then just go and type in the remove or delete text option. Add text to end of description. And that'll just add something to the end of the description. You can use this as a good way to add hashtags to older videos that may have been around, or that you may have uploaded before hashtags became popular on YouTube or became introduced onto YouTube. You can also insert text at the beginning of your description or replace the entire description. So we'll generally go with find and replace text in order to replace a link. So we'll go and type in here something like, say for instance, we want to use an exact match here. So let's go and say how to or join my 7-day bootcamp here, and then we'll just have, come on, here, and then it'll just be the link. So https://mywebsite.com/bootcamp. Right now, let's say for example that we want to change this sentence in this link to try and sell a course. So we have a special. We have maybe a special for New Year's Day, or New Year's special. So let's go and say something like save 30% on my ultimate body goals course for the new year. And then we can just go and have our link there again to this course, for example, and then we can have the course name, etc. All right, and then we'll just go and select any other boxes here that may be required. So if it's not 100% exact, we can include partial word matches, and then if you're not sure about your case sensitivity, we can also go and select the case sensitive options, or if you are certain about your case sensitivity, pardon me, you can then click the case sensitive option. Otherwise it'll just select this text even if your text is not case sensitive. All right, and then there's an example over here at the bottom for the different features here. So if you can go through them, you'll see that it'll show you where everything is and gives you just the example of how it will look then afterwards. All right, and once you're happy with what you've included, you can just click the continue button. All right, so you can update your titles and descriptions using the bulk meta updates. Bulk card updates allow you to update your cards. So if you want to drive traffic to a specific video or website, you can update your cards to then point to that website or that video, and it'll appear then on the videos that you then select. So what you can do is you can either copy, or we can first go to update, and then we can look for a video which has a video link in already if we're trying to drive traffic to a specific video, and then we can type that video that is already there in the videos or playlist card. We can type that video, we can put that link in there, so http://the video. So you'll put in your video's link here that is found in that card, and then you'll replace it with whichever video or playlist you want to include here. So then you'll go and type in the new video link goes here. Right, and then you can also add a custom message or teaser text if you'd like. You can also then look for the playlist, and the same goes for a link. So you can find any link URL here. So if you're linking to your website, you can then just go and look for your website, and then you can change the link, the title, teaser, etc., and hit the continue button, and that'll come into effect. And then to change that in all of your videos, go to the bulk card updates, go copy, and then look for whichever video it was that you had now. So let's say, for example, it's this one. We can then go continue, and then select whichever card it is that we want to copy, go continue, and then we can select which videos we want to use. So we can go either to view all of our videos, we can type in a search term, we can go through a specific playlist, etc. So let's just look at all of the videos, and then we can just go through here and then just select the ones that we want these cards to appear on. We can either go to all of them or none of them, or select them individually like so. Right, and then just hit the continue button once we're happy with that. And similarly, you can update your in-screen cards by going to the update button and then updating the links, video, or playlist, and that is very similar to updating the cards. All right, and then another feature you have with the star plan of TubeBuddy, that's the $19 a month plan, is that you can also publish your videos to Facebook. So you've got Facebook syndication. This can be important or useful if you are also on Facebook with your videos and you're also monetizing your videos on Facebook. So you can get an additional revenue through Facebook like that without having to do any effort in changing titles and descriptions and all that type of thing for Facebook specifically. All right, and the last plan is the Legend plan, the more expensive plan. And the Legend plan, you get all of the features mentioned before, as well as A/B testing. You can also translate your tags, unlimited translation of tags, and the auto translator tool for your titles and descriptions. So let's go and look at A/B testing first. A/B testing is a good way to see which thumbnails or titles and descriptions convert the best. You will go to your TubeBuddy account, so you'll open up tubebuddy.com, you'll log in, and then you'll go to your account over here, and then under A/B tests you can create a A/B test. So let me just select a video, whichever video you want to run on, and then you can make a test either on thumbnails or on the metadata, which is your titles and descriptions. add tags. And a thumbnail test is generally something good to do, because this doesn't affect your video's ranking or its discoverability. Whereas metadata, YouTube will re-index your video. So if you have a high performing video, then you shouldn't do any metadata testing. However, if your video is performing normally or it's underperforming, then you can go and try and do a metadata test to see if you can change the video title, the description, or the tags to see if you can, which one improves the video and what's the best tag or the best title and the best description to use for that video for it to perform at its best. Right, the thumbnail test, that just goes through the click-through rate on the image used. So if we can click on that, we can then say how long we want to run the test for. So you can either pick a specific number of days, or you can let the computer figure it out for you. So TubeBuddy uses statistical significance to calculate which version of the test will outperform the other one 90% of the time. And this is generally a good option to go for, because this will just run automatically and select the winner automatically once the statistical significance test is over, once it figures out which one is statistically more significant and which one will rank, or which one has the better click-through rate over time than the other one. If you have a specific number of days that you want to run this for and you're going to analyze it yourself, then you can also go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can just run the statistical significant test and then go continue, and then you can pick the other thumbnail that you want to compare it with, and then TubeBuddy will basically show the thumbnail with different, or this video with different thumbnails, and then whichever thumbnail performs the best, it'll select. If the original one wins, then it'll stay original, otherwise the test thumbnail will replace it. Right, and once you've selected your thumbnail, you can just click Start Test, and that'll start. Right, the tag translator we can find in our video details. So if we go down, here's the tags, and then beneath that we've got these copy, sort, suggest, explorer, and translate. So the translate option, we can just translate these tags into another language that our users, that's spoken on the channel. So we can see at the bottom here it shows 68% of the viewers speak English, 14% German, 8% Hindi, 3% Indonesian, 1.5% Thai. So because this is already in English, we can translate our tags here to German perhaps. So we go German, and now you can see that all of these tags have been automatically translated on the side. And then we can just add these tags, whatever tags we want to use in our video if we want to try and get ranked for German speaking users. So let's go and say Gamefreie Musik auf YouTube and beste Websites für urheberrechtsfreie Musik. That does not sound like something anyone in German will search for. So let's go for something like that. Beste Websites für Websites. So Webseiten, that should be changed. So it helps if you have a knowledge of a particular language, but this also can help just even if you don't have a knowledge of the language, just to translate it into whichever language in order to try and get some views. So with Indonesian, we can see we've got some options here as well. Maybe then select that one. And now you can see that these have been added to our tags. Now the problem with these translations in our tags is that it counts towards our total of 500. So you shouldn't just go and translate into every language and then try and throw them in. If you have a particular country that performs well, you can then use that one or two tags from that particular language that a lot of your viewers speak. You can then maybe add those two tags and then try and get it to fit in like so. Right, so I could leave it like that with these two German tags included. Right, and then if you're going to add these tags, you should then also translate your title and your description, and that you can do with the auto translator feature of TubeBuddy's Legend plan. So here on our edit screen, we can go down to transcriptions. Let's just undo the changes first, and let's go to transcriptions. And here you can add a translated title and description. You can also do this when you're uploading the video, but for this, if you're editing one, we can go add language, and then we can pick whichever language. Now the problem is with currently YouTube Studio Beta, TubeBuddy cannot provide an automatic update on this. So once we've added our language, we can click add. So this we would have to type in ourselves. Okay, so you can either do this yourself, or we can go to the Creator Studio Classic version and then have TubeBuddy automatically do it. Now, in the future, I can see that TubeBuddy will most likely have automatic translate feature in the new version of YouTube Studio over here, where there should be an option somewhere on the screen in a future update. But currently, we'll have to go to the Classic version, so I'll show you how to do that. We'll go to the Creator Studio Classic at the bottom here, and then just leave, or let me just go and skip that. And now we're on the Classic Studio. We go to Info and Settings, and here we can go to Translations, and now we can translate our title and description. We've got this information over here at the bottom once again. Let's go and select the language, so we can add a language here. Go with German, add the language, and then all we have to do is click the TubeBuddy Translate button, and it'll automatically translate our title and our description. As you can see, our entire description has been translated there, and we can then save those changes. And if we'd like, we can add a new language. So let's go and add Indonesian, add that language, and then hit the TubeBuddy Translate button. And now that video has been translated as well. So this will appear if people are using YouTube in that specific language. If people are using it in English, then our English original language will appear. And if people are using YouTube in German, then our German title and our German description will appear for that particular user. Alright, so that is the tag translator and your auto translator tool for your titles and descriptions, what you get with the Legend plan. And these are the basic features that I think are most worthwhile for these particular plans. So if you need more suggested tags, search or Keyword Explorer and the Insert Suggest tools, or the weighted keyword score, and you don't need updates, bulk updates, A/B testing or translating of your titles and descriptions, then the Pro plan is most likely best for you. And if you need bulk editing, bulk updating tools, then the Star plan is most likely for you. And if you want to do A/B testing and add some translations, then the Legend plan is most likely the best for you. All right, all of these plans come with some free resources. So let's head over to TubeBuddy's pricing section again. So you can have a look at the pricing and go through the features yourself by going to tubebuddy.com/pricing. I'll add a link below in the description that you can then use. That'll be an affiliate link for me, so I might get a small percentage of that if you do make a purchase through TubeBuddy. As I've mentioned before, you need to disclose your affiliates. Even in a video course that you're selling yourself, you need to disclose any of your affiliate relations. So that's me doing that. If we go down here, you can see that you've got the text here to show what you get with Pro, Star, and Legend, and you can then go through all of these. If you want to find out more information about a specific feature, you can then just click on that and it'll open up a link here on TubeBuddy. They do a very good job of explaining what each feature is and what it does, where to find it, and you can go through any of these additional features if you're not quite sure which plan you want to go for, but you do think that you may need one of those features that I mentioned in this lesson. Okay, so you've got the bulk processing tools here, and you can see that's only available for Star and Legend members or users. And if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we'll find some member perks. All right, and on the free plan, you'll need to pay for these. However, on the Pro plan, you'll see that some of these are free, and others you may get a discount for particular services. So for example, Collab Space, you get the first year free. Epidemic Sound, you get 25% off. So if you're using music in your videos from Epidemic Sound, you can save 25%, and then you can get 50% off YouTube stock. You can get free assets from Roberto Blake's YouTube Starter Kit. And then the Tuber Tools also gives you some high quality graphics and video effects. So if you're going to be editing your videos, you can get some good effects there to make your videos look a little bit more crisper. And then you also get TubeBuddy Mobile for access on the go. All right, and then a few more features included as well. So I recommend, if you are interested in TubeBuddy, to have a look at this page and go through the different features and find ones, or look at exactly what you may need and then pick the most applicable plan. You can always upgrade in the future, so you don't need to go for the most expensive one immediately. If you only need the pro plan right now and you have less than 1,000 subscribers, then $4.50 a month may be good, or even less if you're going to pay that yearly. So you can get $3.60 a month if you have less than 1,000 subscribers and you're paying yearly for the pro plan. That is it though for this lesson. As you can see, TubeBuddy has a large amount of features that can really help you in terms of your SEO performance and finding great keywords. Right? It can help you with your ranking. You'll need to put in some of the work to find keywords, and that yourself as well. You need to also do some on your part, but TubeBuddy is a great tool in order to get you those results. All right, so the next lesson I'm going to look at vidIQ. So I'm going to see you in that one. Ciao.